Hi everyone, this is Alpha Ali. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a VOD review. This is actually for Sleepvamp, and this is their first ever VOD review, which obviously they said is they are quite nervous, but they're also really excited for it. And honestly, don't be nervous because I'm just here just to be able just to help and support like your Mercy gameplay. This is on their alt account, which is Diamond 3, but they are Masters 5 on their main. I just put Diamond 3 down here just because obviously that's kind of like the rank of the lobby, just to see how everyone else is playing as well. They are on Xbox as well, and they feel like they need help with positioning and prioritizing my DPS over my tank. Alright, okay then, sweet. They also did say as well they were queued with a tank, which, really, really helps, because if you are queued with your tank, then your tank can communicate when they do need that help. Yeah, so just before we get into it though, are you wanting your own free Mercy VOD review? I do them live on my Twitch for free at 2 PM UK on Sundays. They cost 7,500 channel points, which you simply get by just watching the streams. If you can't make it that time, then do not worry, as I also record them offline whenever I'm free, and all of them get uploaded to this channel. But if you guys want to see any of my own gameplay as well, you can visit my main channel. If you do need any help with anything, then don't be afraid to message any of my lovely mods on Discord. The links for everything that I've just mentioned will be down in the description. Now, back to the VOD. And yes, we'll just get get straight into it. We've got a beautiful team comp here for Mercy, minus the Life Weaver. Personally, if I was playing this team comp, I'd rather play what they're playing, obviously with the Honor instead. But it still works out really, really well. Obviously, we can sit in damage boost our Ashe. We can sit in damage boost D.Va as well when she's like, what's it called? Going, whenever she goes in to go and dive someone. We could also damage boost our Tracer as well, and Life Weaver as well. If he's end up getting attacks, but he's also using his forward volley as well, you can still go and damage boost him. Overall, a very, very good team comp for Mercy. We are using as well the best skin in the game for Mercy. Thank you very much. We're using Soul Blim, absolutely beautiful. And yeah, we'll just get straight into it basically. I love as well. I've been using the pink, like the pink staff quite a bit, so I do miss like the little flowy bacon strips. So I'm really, really happy to see them again. Oh, we switched to Moira. Okay, Moira works a lot better here with this team comp. Just the main thing with Moira Mercy is just obviously being careful for when your D.Va dives in, because we want to try and make sure that we're G'ing in to go and help her, and we kind of like conserving our Moira's fade for if the D.Va decides to dive your Moira, because because our G is on such a low cooldown compared to Moira's fade, we can be a lot more movable, I guess, between people compared to Moira, who like fades and then she's stuck there for like 6 seconds before she can fade again. So just obviously something to bear in mind as we're going through. But that really, really great so far. So we can't really do anything to help our Tracer, so we just obviously hope that she's okay. She's going out basically. Also, our Moira's there to help out. Nice. Unfortunately, Tracer ended up falling in the backline, so we just need to obviously, be careful of that, basically. I thought that she would have been okay with all, like, her blinks and the health pack and the Moira being there, but I guess not for some reason. So we just need to obviously, be careful of that D.Va, basically. But nice. D.Va's diving up to you guys. So when D.Va's diving up to you guys, it's really annoying when you have the ride cars going round on this track. But just obviously be really careful of them cars, and when D.Va comes to dive in, just make sure we're looking to either like come back to our Moira or like G'ing ourselves back. We just want to make sure that we're not we're not going to take any like too much damage from the D.Va diving us basically. But all good. Which F are we on today? We're on F8. We're keeping going. Nice, obviously focus the damage boost with your Ashe. My main thing here is just, because this Trace is kind of like on the side, of coming from these stairs, don't be afraid just to play really far back here and play like back here. The reason is because if the D.Va dives to you, then you can use your Ashe to sling yourself all the way, like, back here, basically. And also, we're not going to take any, like, kind of excess damage from anyone, okay? By us playing on this side, it gives us, it means that we're at risk from the Tracer on this side. So just make sure that we're kind of making sure that we're on this side. It means that the Tracer has to really work to try and get to you. So in which case, if we end up kind of hearing it, then we can obviously, just G away. But also, if the D.Va decides to dive us, then it means, once again, we can G ourselves away, alright? Keep it going though, see what ends up happening here when the D.Va dives your Ashe. Nice. Make that, by the way, so if you sling it up in the air, because they have an Ashe themselves, obviously they're gone due to your Tracer, which is really, really great. But just a really key thing to bear in mind when you're playing against this Ashe is just so if you fling yourself up like this, when you get dove, fling yourself like down to like this statue or something, just to make sure that you're going to be out of LOS, but also you're quite far away from the D.Va as well. Oh, that really, really great. Try if you can just appeal for your Moira a little bit. Nice. And yeah, you guys do end up actually winning out, which is really, really great. And that's the, obviously, you know, you're going to go push up with your Ashe. Your Ashe just absolutely rolls the tracer, which is nice. And really, really well played overall for the first team fight. Just obviously mind your positioning because, you know, you're against another Ashe as well. So that's something just to be mindful of. Nice. A few things I've seen, by the way, is you're using your beam target quite a lot to sling yourself back, which is okay, but we can kind of make our movement a little bit better by, instead of you, for example, in this team fight, instead of you using your Ashe to kind of like sling yourself like back to the team, what you can do instead is, because you're kind of like just stood here, don't be afraid, just do a quick little like turn and then use like your Moira or your Ashe or someone just to GA ourselves back to our team. It means then that if the Devo comes to dive us, we have a GA already back online, and then we can use that to GA once get away from someone if we can. Because what ends up happening is we end up kind of not so much taking, you know, we don't end up taking a lot of damage, but let's say the Diva ends up diving into our team and then we've used a sling to get ourselves here. We're stuck here for a second and we're like, oh my gosh, like against the Diva, okay? So if you can, instead, try just kind of look to see someone else and then GA to them if you can. Alright, we keep on going though. Nice. You don't push the payload here. Let Moira push it. That's Moira's job. That's not yours. Your job is to go up and enable your Ashe. But very, very nice. Main key thing is really good. Obviously, you know, you keep an eye on your Ashe and your Diva. Just as you're doing so, look for your Tracer, okay? Because obviously, Tracer ends up running out of like blinks or like her health packs or something. She might come round to you for some help. So just, you know, just kind of like keep an eye just to kind of like check how she's doing. And also you kind of like see like how, you know, where the enemy team are as well, from like how the Tracer's playing as well. So just if you can, you know, just as you're doing so, just kind of like play back here-ish. Play back here. So it means that you're still kind of in the range of all these guys and also looking to just kind of like see how our Tracer's doing. Alright, we keep on going though. Nice, okay, so we can hear Widowmaker now, which means we definitely need to be a little bit more strict with how we're playing. Bomb's coming over. Nice sling to the side. Make that more, by the way, instead of a sling, it's like just as a sling forward, make it a sling to this side here. The reason is because if you sling to this side here, you know, it means that you're less likely to get picked off by a sniper, because obviously, you know, they have the Widow Ashe now. Now they're really good avoidance of the bomb. Very, very nice. Just keep pushed up with your Ashe here. Nice. Stop super jumping up into the air though. Just J yourself here and then look to try and obviously, you know, get your beam onto your Diva if you can. Nice. Nice push up as well with the damage boost onto your Diva. Keep playing with your Diva here. Honestly, you're okay to keep playing with your Diva here. Because you obviously, you know, your Diva is wanted to kind of like, you know, try to look for someone to pick off. And then if your Diva decides to dive you, then you can, you know, still like, you know, G yourself to your team and then go over to this this Mega over here. But don't be afraid to, you know, keep on pushing up your Diva here a little bit more if you want to. Alright? Nice. You can hear her on you. Nice peel for your Ashe. Very, very nice. Very well played. Very good. Nice peel for your team. And nice. Just obviously be wary of where you're G'ing to and you'll position yourself around here right now. Nice. Yeah. Kind of like prove it here, okay? Look at this game, Mr. felt like so invincible. Why was I super jumping so much? No, for real. Like, especially because I mean it's fine you doing them super jumps, especially if you're playing against people that, you know, can't shoot you out of the sky. Like, for example, like the Widow, like the Ashe, for example. Obviously they can shoot you out of the sky. But let's say you were playing against Trace Adventure, okay? They're gonna really struggle to obviously get to you if you're playing up in the air. So it's very much kind of like just adapt to your playstyle. And because you're playing against two snipers, like for example, you know, you G yourself here, don't do that. Instead, just G yourself back to the ground and away, just so you're cutting out LOS as much as possible. Okay? Keep it going though. Nice. I do that as a sling. Because your Moiras are okay. Just do this as a sling. And then sling yourself up to this side or something over here. Just to make sure they're still staying in beam range of your Ashe. Because you want to try and enable your Ashe as much as possible. That really, really great. Keep it going. Nice. Just top up your Moira and then keep pushing up here. Looks like Ashe is going to switch. And yeah, unfortunately you end up kind of pushing the payload here, which is fine. I'd rather your Moira did, but your Moira's gone pushing it with everyone else, so we end up just taking payload duty. On that though, you're playing really well so far. It's just mainly just making sure that we're being a little bit more strict with how we're positioning ourselves. I don't mind the Falcon, especially because you end up being really, really far away. Keep pushing damage boost here. Ooh, okay. Let's look at this. Sorry, I was having my cherry age, so I didn't really, like... I didn't really comment too much. But yeah, this is all good. Just keep damage boosting here, because your D.Va should just literally just sit here and just damage boost and just get rid of their baby D.Va, because then they'll just make your lives like 10 times easier, basically. So don't get your pistol out here. Just focus on damage boosting. Nice, okay. When your Valk is coming to an end, look to make sure that you know where you're going to go after this, okay? You know that they're going to have snipers in this main bit, okay? So as soon as your Valk is ending, I'd be looking to make sure that as soon as this Valk's ending, I'm down here. And the reason why I want to be down here is so I can kind of like still jiggle peek just to obviously, you know, keep the beans onto the D.Va. But also it means if I do this back out, I can back out to my Widow, or I'm out of LOS of the snipers up here. Because what ends up happening is you end up kind of ending your Valk, you're still like, hey, look at me, kind of thing. Can you see how, like, the Widow is looking directly at, like, for example, if I look at the Widow's POV, she's gonna be looking directly at you. Pretty much, like, she can see you, basically. And your very pretty wings, because I like Soblin's wings, they're very, very pretty. But yeah, could you see how she has direct LOS of you and she could very easily just do, like, a flick or just, like, track you very, very easily, okay? Just if you can, when you're ending that bout, to make sure that you're kind of playing out of the side and away and safe, basically. Now, you do end up obviously slinging yourself out. It's just unfortunate that everyone ends up kind of rolling, basically. But we could have avoided that by playing down here already. So then when they do start pushing up, we can just easily just kind of back off like this way. So it means that we don't end up taking all that damage. But it's fine. We just reset, go again, see what we can do. There we are. Put it back on your view as well. I'll have a bit more of my drink. Sorry, this is like the last one of the day. So like my throat is like starting to hurt a little bit. So we've got bomb. I don't really mind the res, but it's not really needed because obviously, you know, 2 people end up dying to it, so you just end up kind of resetting anyways, so it's fine. Nice. Just make that a little GA cancel. We just want to try and make sure that, you know, we're not, like, singing ourselves, like, around, like, mad if you can. So just do, like, a little, like, GA and then just, what's it called? Out to the side like this. Keep on going. Nice. Okay, so you guys are really double sniper as well now. They have sights. Don't sling yourself in when they have sights, okay? If your D.Va goes in here, that's on your D.Va. We don't want to be slinging ourselves in because that means that we end up just, what's it called? Just want to get the red stats up, that's fine. But yeah, make sure that we're not slinging ourselves out into the open when they have sights up, okay? Just kind of just sit back, wait for your Moira to fade out so we can sit and just heal her up, and then we just need to just sit out the sights, basically, because we can't push in while they have sights, because as soon as we walk forward, like, our head's off. Okay, so just sit back, allow our Moira just to come back to us, and then we can push in once the fight starts to end, or our D.Va starts to dive the Widowmaker. Alright, we keep going though. See what ends up happening here. Don't be too worried as well about going in to go and help your D.Va because she has the bomb, so she can always like pop out a bomb when she needs to. But nice, we've actually ended up demeching their D.Va, which is really great. Make sure we're saving our GAs to push in with our team. We're not using them for random super jumps. Go up with your Widow here as well. So as soon as your Widow goes to grapple up here, I'd be going up with her. Yes, Ashe is better to damage boost over Widow because obviously Ashe has the dynamite and obviously she does less damage. But when your Ashe is sat back here and hasn't got a good angle compared to your Widow that's up here and has a good angle, we want to go with the person that's going to have the better angle, that's going to do more of our blue beam and everything. Sorry, I just paused the camera like a really, really kind of bad spot there. But that's fine. So yeah, just obviously, you know, go up to go play with our Widow. Make sure we're doing that a little bit quicker. Nice. Nice that we're dropping down, obviously, to go and help. Okay, Ashe dies. What are we going to do here? I'm hoping that we're going to know that she's died to the Widow. We play out of LOS. Yeah, we cannot rest that. Unless if you... even then, it's a bit too far away for you to get it over the wall because this wall's quite thick, especially with this column and everything. So at this point, this is just, we can't res this, okay? This payload on Blizzard World is not, is not high enough for you to be able to res behind it with a sniper being, like, all the way over here. So this is just, unfortunately, what can we do with this Ashe being dead, okay? At this point, I'd look to maybe do, like, a mini G in and out, just to try and, like, keep our D.Va up. Maybe damage boost her, she's going to go and dive the Ashe or something here, basically. But we cannot go for this res at all, because this just isn't a possible res, okay? So just look to try and get your beam onto the D.Va, come out, and just kind of work on staying alive yourself here. Let's see what you end up doing. Exactly that, which is really, really great. Nice. Just try if you can, just keep your beam onto her, like, as long as you can. And unfortunately, at this point, I felt this is just a back out. Yep. Nice J backwards there to escape. Very, very nice. And yeah. Same thing again. Instead of you just kind of like hobbling back like, oh my gosh, D.Va, oh my gosh, D.Va, okay? Instead, just be kind of like backing yourself off like this and then be looking quickly behind for this Moira to G yourself back off, okay? Just to make sure that we're keeping that distance, we're getting that distance away from, you know, from the D.Va if you can, alright? Keep it going though. Bombs come in. Your Ashe ends up falling. I look, yeah, nice res. Because obviously you want to push in quickly from this. So you have to res it. We've got some good ults to push in with, though. Play on this side. Play tight to the side and sort of coming around here if you can. Because obviously, you know, we don't want to be peeking people that might be on the high ground, like their Ashes, for example. So just make sure that we're already being proactive with that and we're playing off to the side. Keep it going. We're just grappled so we know where she is. Nice. Make that AGA over to here. Just once again, so we're not opening up this angle where Widows can possibly peek. You know, kind of like where that Mercy is? They can stand there and shoot you there. So make this AGA to here before we J forward with the rest of our team in a second. Nice. Don't Valk this just yet. And the reason why I'm saying don't Valk this just yet is because A, you're still using your Coalescence, which is going to do a lot of healing for you guys, but also your whole team isn't really there yet to contest this, okay? You can just J yourself forward here just to kind of like help keep your beam onto your D.Va, just to try and like keep her up. And then once your Coalescence starts to end, that's when I pop the Valk, okay? Because what's going to happen is your Coalescence is going to create like some really, really good space, and this payload's going to push forward. This payload's probably get to about here-ish, so before it ends up, obviously, you know, in its end goal, it's going to like end kind of here-ish. Then the enemy team are going to start pushing in again because your Coalescence is going to end, your D.Va's DM is going to end. At that point, that's when you pop your Valk, okay? Because you want to pop your Valk to kind of like stop their pushing a little bit, basically. So we pop our Valk and we just play kind of like back up and like here-ish. Just obviously be careful of the Widowmaker for whatever angle that she's going to take, basically, alright? So just make sure that we're not popping our Valk at the exact same as the Coalescence. Allow Moira to use the Coalescence first, and then we can pop the Valk afterwards. Alright, we keep going though? Nice damage boost when she dives in, though. Very, very nice. And you guys actually end up pushing it anyways, because you don't actually end up, you know, coming to recontest it, basically. But with that, really, really well played so far, Sleep, okay? My main thing is just be really, really mindful with your positioning. Try not to, obviously, you know, use a lot of these, like, mini super jumps if you can, especially when you're playing against two snipers, okay? We want to try and make sure that we're playing as close to the ground as possible. Other than that, it's mainly just making sure that we're pushing up with certain people, you know, to enable them as much as possible. Whether it's your D.Va when she's going to, you know, go and dive someone, whether it's you know, damage boosting the better sniper who's got a better angle, basically, you know, just get as much damage boost potential out, basically. It's just making sure that we're being with whoever's doing the damage. Alright, we keep it going though. We've got ourselves a Genji this time along with the Ashe. Obviously Ashe's still going to be our main bleeding target, but Genji's really, really great as well to sit and damage boost, so that's all good. And nice. Alright, so let's get going. Like a little slap on the balloons. Nice. I'm gonna be honest, it's really awkward because your Ashe only decided to set up here like at the last second. I would have preferred you to be on the points here and playing kind of here-ish with your Ashe. It's unfortunately you end up kind of like playing across like this, but it's a good just if you are playing across like this, you kind of end up drifting out ever so slightly. Okay, if you feel like you're on this side and your beam is not going to reach any longer, make sure that we're using our GA looking down and away like this to protect our head hitbox from the Widow, and then making sure that, you know, we're still playing with our Ashe. Basically, it's just obviously, you know, make sure that we're out of LOS of the Widow. We keep it going. So instead of you, it's nice that your Diva's DMing you here, because obviously, you know, you are queued with the Diva. But let's say at some point you do end up queuing with the Diva and you don't have a nice Diva to DM you across like this, we could just back off around like this. Because what's going to happen is these guys are going to start backing off anyways, okay? Because they're going to start pushing up. So our team's going to start backing off anyways. Ash is going to start backing off to, like, towards point way. So we can also start backing off, okay? There's no rush for you to get to your Ash, okay? She's not getting dove. She's not getting tickled by a Tracer or anything, okay? So we could just very easily go like this to get back to our Ashe, okay? So, just do that just to keep ourselves safe. Keep it going, though. Don't play here, by the way. Widow, although Widow's got the drop-off now, so I don't think she can one-shot you from this range. Just, obviously, it's quite a bad habit just to position here, okay? Just to peel yourself back to this point, because it means that if you're on this point like this and your Ashe gets picked off, you could just res it straight away, basically. Keep it going. Also, as well, it means if they have another sniper on this high ground here, then it means that if we kind of play at this section of the point, they can't get LOS of us as well. We'll keep it going. Nice res. Obviously, you got your D res once to DM it, which is very, very nice. As soon as you've done that res, make sure that we're peeling for that the Genji. And then once I've done that, I'd be looking to jam myself up onto this high ground, by the way, so kind of like drifting ourselves back out into the LOS. Come up onto this high ground and play on this side. The reason why I want to play on this side is because, as the Widowmaker is showing, Widowmakers like to stand on this high ground here and pick off people that are, like, you know, on this side of the point, basically. So you can kind of avoid that by playing on this side here, on this high ground here. But we keep on going. I'm going to see what you end up doing. That's the wrong button. So you're going to kind of back yourself around to the backup point, which is okay. Nice help with the Genji. Nice peel for the Widow. Then lovely peel as well for your Ashe as well. So no, Widow, I'm a Diva. Okay, instead of you just, like, sling yourself back here, okay, look to see where your Ashe is going and go back to your main target. Look to go back to your Ashe as soon as possible here, rather than, like, just being backing away from the team. Nice, you do end up doing that. Okay, Trace is there. What are we gonna do? Nice, okay. So, instead of you looking to do this res here, because you know that the Moira's died to a Tracer, okay? I've been looking just to get myself as far away from her as possible, okay? So make sure that we're playing on this side as much as possible. If Tracer does come and blink up to you, you have an option of your Diva to GA too. You could always GA over to your Genji and your Diva over here, and then come back to come and peel for your Ashe in a second. But we just want to try and make sure that we're kind of playing as far back as we can, and the Tracer just come for us. We have that option to G ourselves out and away from. Alright, we keep on going though, because your Ashe has marked the Tracer really, really well. Don't res here. You do not want to res when the Tracer is 1v1ing, because what will happen, especially if this is going to be a higher rank, this Tracer is just going to be like, yep, I'm just going to go and one clip the Ashe now, because, you know, you're not with her, basically, to help, you know, stop that one clip, okay? Wait for your Ashe to pick off the Tracer, or the Tracer to fully blink away before you go for this res, okay? Because we don't want to be trading a life for someone else, basically. We want to try and make sure that we're keeping up our Ashe. If that means that Moira has to respawn from spawn, so be it, okay? Keep it going, though. Luckily, Ashe does end up staying alive, though, which is great. Stay with her, stay with her. Your Diva is completely fine, okay? Look at her health, okay? Obviously, at the time, she was kind of like hereish with the health bar. How much health with that? That's like 300, 400 HP. She is completely fine. She is not the one that's currently being tickled by a Tracer, which is your Ashe, okay? Make sure you're staying with your Ashe up until you know that Tracer's either gone or she's completely away from your Ashe before you look to go and help someone else, okay? Because we need to desperately make sure that our Ashe is staying alive here. Right, we keep it going, though? Nice for the Tracer ends up falling though, which is really great. That's when you could go around and go and help heal everyone else. Nice pushing up your Diva here. Nice, they have that Widow now, so just obviously, you know, being a little bit more mindful with how we're positioning. Nice sling off to the side, very, very nice. Just a quick little thing, by the way, because I've seen you do this quite a bit during the squad. This isn't... It's a little bit of a pet peeve I've got with some Mercies, where they'll just kind of sit and just hop around, like, hop, 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 okay? And this can, like, really, like, mess up our movement sometimes, but also it means that it's very easy for people to track us, okay? Let's say, for example, that we're going, you know, we just end up in LOS of the Widow accidentally, and we're going hop, 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 like this, okay? Can you see how this is so easy for us to track? Because Mercy's animation just goes up, down, up, down. I can't really do it too well in here, so it's like this, okay? You're just hopping up and down like this. So it just makes your head hitbox so easy to track, okay? If you feel like that you need to fidget and, like, do stuff, like, while you're playing Mercy, just sit and crouch spam, okay? Be sat and, like, just, like, crouch, 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 or, like, just, like, randomly just, like, crouching and stuff like that if you can. Or just, like, be moving around in, like, a circle like this, or, like, strafing about like this, okay? We don't want to go in like this and hopping about and doing this like this, because it's just very, very easy for us to track the head hitbox, okay? It's just a little bit like an extra thing, because I've seen you do it quite a few times now where, like, you've not really had anything to do. Just either sit and, like, crouch spam, because it makes you a little bit less easy to track, because let's say the tracer comes and blinks onto you and is trying to track your head hitbox. If you, like, crouch and then, like, crouch for a long time and then stop, and then crouch for a little bit and stop, it makes it a lot harder for the tracer to track it compared to, you know, up and down, up and down. Why we keep it going, though? So bombings are coming. Nice. Your diva's gonna get demech by it, though. Nice, obviously trying to help her out. You've done all you can. Ooh, no, how do you get away with that? This is not a res opportunity, just for clarification, okay? If her orb was more to the side, I would be like, okay, do a super jump res over the wall, because you can do a super jump res over this wall. Because it's too far away, though, because she's, like, over more, like, towards this pillar, it means then we can't do it, okay? I don't like this res from you, though. The reason is because you are so easy to be picked off here. If this was a higher ranked game, because remember, you know, you are on your alt account here. If you were on your main account in, like, Masters here, you're going to get picked off straight away. You're not going to be able to get away with this res, because the enemy team is just going to see you and then just plow into you when you go for this res, okay? It's better here if you honestly, you have your Valk, okay? Well, you're very, very close to your Valk, okay? So as soon as your diva falls, look for your Ashe. GA backs your Ashe, heal up your Ashe, allows you to get your Valk, then we can go in and go and res it, okay? But doing this res without your Valk is extremely risky, and I don't think personally worthwhile, okay? If we want to go and help our diva here, we have to go and build up our Valk, then go for the res. Alright? Keep it going, though. What ends up happening is you'll get your Valk in a second, and then you could have popped it. I'm very surprised that you did get picked off there. Nice. Okay. Who's Diva gonna dive for, though? Diva should be diving for your Ashe here, so after you, what's it called? So after you pop this Valk and you see the Nano Diva, look to try and help maybe peel for your Ashe. She ends up actually diving for your diva, which works out because, you know, your diva ends up getting demaxed. But yeah, just when you see that down a diva, I'd be going straight to go and help with your Ashe, because, you know, she's obviously the most vulnerable on your team. Keep on going, though. You don't have res for that, so we just need to sit and help with damage boost. We know where Widow is, okay? So just allow yourself just to drop behind here and then just jiggle peek like this to keep your diva alive. If then the Lucio starts to obviously dive us, then I'd look, obviously, you know, to maybe dash away to go, like, with your Genji or something, just to, you know, play safer away from this Widow. But yeah, don't be super jumping yourself up in the air against this Widow here. Fortunately, diva ends up falling. How do you get away with that again? You should not, once again, you should not be getting away with that again. I would have literally just kind of like played for my health, and then waited for the diva to dive up. What you want to do here is, if you do want to get this res off, okay, you have to wait for the diva to dive up onto your Genji, and then we go for the res. Just obviously, you know, making sure that your Genji's full HP. But yeah, we can't just be like slinging ourselves here and then going back as we did again. This is too risky for us. And once again, if we're in a higher ranked lobby, you get picked off like straight away, as we have been doing. All right, so just make sure that, what's it called, that when if we do want to res, we have to try and make sure that you know, the diva goes to dive the Genji before we go and res. Keep it going, though. Obviously, we do end up grabbing the health pack. Our divas are pulling off again as well, which is hilarious because it's been like 3 times now in this team fight. Nice helping our Tracer, though. Make sure that we have a reason for the sling, by the way. Yes, I know that you want to go in sling to go and help pick up the Tracer, okay? But make sure we have an aim after the sling, okay? Maybe it's to get the Tracer and then sling ourselves back around to go and help our Moira or something. Because right now we kind of like just done the sling and now we're like, hi, enemy team, you know, and we're just going to get rolled over in a second, okay? So make sure that we're using our sling to get ourselves in to help the Tracer and then out again to go and maybe like help peel for our Moira or something. Alright, we keep on going though. And yeah, unfortunately we end up kind of getting picked off because we end up just doing that sling with no purpose. Alright? Your Tracers actually end up getting quite a few picks up, which is really, really nice. And have a bit of my drink while we respawn. At this point as well, I might be looking to get off Mercy and maybe go into like deep to Arda or something, or Brig. Just because you don't really have anyone to kind of like main Blue Beam now. Nice. Nice peel for D.Va. Cardiff in though, because obviously, you know, she goes away from you and Moira. And yeah, this is just a reset for you guys now. Don't res here. You don't want to res here because you're not going to win this team fight. Because even if you do get this res off, the Trace is just going to come and one clip your D.Va and she's getting back in along with the Lucio. And you're just going to get rolled as well. And it's just going to, you know, hurt you guys even more. This is just a reset at this point. So don't be going for a res. Yeah. Because you can see, obviously, you know, she just gets one clip. So you've just wasted a res. And yeah. We just need to just die and reset there a little bit quicker than what we did. Because you all want kind of like a good respawn. Because now both you and D.Va are going to have bad respawn. And everyone else is going to have the better one. Alright, we keep on going though. Once again, I'd probably like use my Valk and then maybe like switch off at this point. But if you do want to keep on Mercy, then by all means you're more than welcome to. You just need to obviously, you know, make sure that we're still being able to help all of our team effectively. Nice. Go and help your Widow there. A little bit quicker. But that really, really great. And nice. Just sit with your Widow now. I would just literally just sit with your Widow up here. The reason is because you have your Moira that's close by to your D.Va and Trace if they need the HP. And also you can sling yourself in and out if you need to, basically. The reason why I res is because my tank said, if you get a risky res off, she will call me the best. Oh, that's so cute, that, though. That is actually really, really cute. Okay. I respect the res now, then. But in a normal scenario where, you know, your tank is going to, like, start screaming at you, for the entire game, then don't do that. But yeah, but anyway, on this now when you're kind of like sat here, just sit with your Widow. Sit and damage with your Widow because it means that she can, you know, obviously get shots off quicker because she's got the damage boost. So if anyone kind of peeks her LOS, and she can just pick off people really, really quickly. So just you can literally sit with your Widow for this next team fight, which I'm hoping you're gonna do. Because no need for you to be pushed up as much as you are. But nice. We need to make sure that we're peeling for Tracer a little bit sooner here, though, okay? The reason is because we already know Tracer's used her recall, because we actually see her use her recall. Let me quickly go back a bit. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not going back enough. Let me go back a little bit more. You can see that the Tracer's already used her recall, okay? So this means if Tracer's used her recall and she already ends up being in a bad spot, we need to make sure that we're peeling for her as she's coming out. So instead of you kind of sling yourself forward with the D.Va here, I'd be looking to make sure that you're looking for the Tracer for when she's coming out, so we can end up healing her. She ends up coming out. But keep on going. Because we end up kind of like just abandoning her and like playing with our D.Va, which, you know, our D.Va's just looking just to DM basically. So make sure that we're peeling back for our Tracer here rather than staying with our D.Va. Nice peel for your Widow. Don't be afraid just to sling with her, by the way, just to, you know, check that she's okay. Nice peel for your Moira. Can't do anything for your D.Va there. Sorry, no, your D.Va, your Widow. Oh, I would have valked this way sooner, okay? As soon as you know that your diva's chasing you with your GA, just valk it. Just valk it and then just change direction. Because you're not going to survive you kind of doing this like long GA. So if you want to use your valk to survive here, just use it as like a weird, like, what's it called? Like, do like, you know, start GAing down here and then just like suddenly pop it and G like to where like your diva was, something like that, just to keep yourself up, alright? Because we just want to try and make sure we're using our valk for our survivability there. Alright. We've unfortunately wasted Valk though, but it's fine. Reset, go again. D-Red's getting D-Max, which is unfortunate. I would just go again. Don't know where the bomb's going, but, you know, it's what it is. Don't res here. I don't want you to res here because your diva's going to come back from spawn really, really, like, quickly. I want to try and make sure that our res is on, is not on cooldown for when, you know, we go in for our next team fight, okay? You know, there's no rush for you to start this team fight, especially because, you know, your Tracer hasn't really started engaging yet. Your Widowmaker is, like, playing really, really far back. And your Moira's still coming back from spawn. So there's no need for you to, like, go in and go and res this quickly, okay? If your enemy, you know, if the enemy team, you know, sorry, if your team wanted to push in really, really aggressively at this point in time, I'd say yes. But because you're still waiting for your diva to get back, just wait for it to get back, save that res, and then go in on the next team fight. Keep it going. Nice damage boost on your diva here. Nice moving away from the Tracer. Nice pushing up as well. Because Tracer's gonna go for health pack, by the way, so just don't worry too much about getting to her, basically. I'd look at just once get pushed up the damage boost on these guys. Once that's done, go straight back to your Widow, okay? We want to try and just sit back with our Widow, so if anyone, like, is, like, desperate to try and get to the point, and you're sat there with the damage boost on the Widow, like, back here, she's gonna go pew, and then that's the contest over with, okay? So as soon as you're done pushing up with these guys here, go straight back to your Widow, okay? Because Widow's kind of acting as your main blue beam target right now. Alright, we keep it going. We want to, yeah. So she's backed off, which is nice. I want you to back off with her. Nice pushing up with your diva here. Go on, you can get her. You can get her. You can get her. Nice. And yes. Very nicely played, Sleep, okay? Overall, I feel like your Mercy is really, really great, okay? It's very, very clear to me that you know kind of like where you need to sling to, where you need to position yourself the majority of the time. Is really, really great, okay? I'm loving that from you. I'm also loving your beams. However, I think they kind of like went a little bit array, I think, towards the end, where at the start of team fights, okay, you didn't really know who you needed to be with, okay? At the start of team fights, when you're playing that Tracer Widow and you want to play Mercy, stay with your Widow to begin with to look at them early pickoffs, because that means obviously, you know, you can go and peel for them, or, you know, we can go in and help our own diva with her dive or something like that, which you did really, really well, okay? I loved how much you did enable your diva, because diva is technically probably your better blue beam target once she starts to get more close range and everything. So I really, really like how you did that, okay? Reses, okay? With res, I want you to kind of really debate to yourself whether you think you're going to get this res off before you go for it. Because you got 3 risky reses, which all of them I don't think you should have personally got off. The first one, we should have definitely, you know, built up our Valk before we went for that res, so it means that we have a bit more sustainability with it, and also it's not too obvious that we're going to go for the res straight away. And then the other ones just really kind of weigh up to see whether we desperately need this res or whether we just need to reset and go again. Valks were okay, I think. Apart from obviously the one that we lost. Which I think off the top of my head. I think just with Valks, we just want to, you know, make sure we're not popping it at the same time as our Moira Coalescence. And just make sure as well that we're still using our like, good positioning as we're doing so. So we're not kind of like just hanging out in the open as we're doing so. But just the main thing is obviously, you know, making sure that we're not going to lose our Valk if we're getting dove by the diva, okay? Make sure that we're popping it a little bit sooner. Change our direction so it means that we're not going to get picked off. Other than that though, Sleep, I feel like your General Mercy was really, really great, okay? I really, really enjoyed it. Just making sure that we're, you know, really aware of who our main blue beam target is and making sure that we're not kind of losing that halfway through and just kind of tone it down on some of the risky reses, alright? But without those sleep, obviously, please do let me know as well if you have any more issues. But just once again, thank you so much for everyone on YouTube as well as on Twitch who've been watching this. If you guys want to see some of my own gameplay, I do, and also obviously seeing these VODs live, I do them over on my Twitch, will be linked down in the description. I also have my main YouTube channel, which I also link down in the description, all that has all of my own gameplay in there. So if you guys want to see any of my own gameplay, it's all on there. And also the Discord will be down in the description as well if you guys do want to join it. But yeah, just once again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye!